This is a focus leader.
Do your movies look like this? Do your soundtracks sound like this? Or like this? If so, you need this.
A focus leader. First, set your lens so that these lines are sharp and clear on all parts of the screen. Now, set the volume control on your projector. The sound level should be adjusted until my voice can be clearly understood in all sections of the room. You are now ready to participate in another Pan-American travel adventure.
You wonder sometimes, where in this world is there a secret place? Well, come, life is to be lived. I will show you one. It takes only the strong silver wings of a dream. For there is not much distance anymore between the dream and the reality. It waits for you, a tiny, fantastic jewel. Voila, in the South Pacific, in this tide-beating heart of Earth, the secret place of secret places. You know, ever since man was old enough to think, he has wondered which he was living, the reality or the dream. Which is really life, the dream or the waking? Oh, what does it matter? I care only that I am returning to Tahiti, flying once again over the Pacific. Oh, the Pacific. This devil of oceans. This angel of oceans. This god. And in the lap of this god, Tahiti. Bora Bora, Muria, Huahine, the Tuamotus, Tahiti. Like whispered words of love, huh? Such is the South Seas. Such is paradise. Ah, the tiare Tahiti, the flower of Tahiti, is there upon the wind. It will tell you surely that you are back again. To the big Tahiti city of Papeete, to the warm friendliness of the people, to Papeete with its hotels, its stores, its hidden excitements. And you have been drawn here like all the others, for this is the dream harbor of every sailor's soul. This is where he must bring his boat, his soul. And they come to hug the gentle trade winds, to drift, to dream. Great sailors came, Captain Cook, Bligh, writers, artists, Lottie, Stevenson, Gauguin, Morme, many other giants among people looked as I am looking, saw what I'm seeing, even so long ago felt what I'm feeling, and came back again also. And blithe men of the Bounty, not far from here, they mutinied. Oh, I tell you, this Tahiti, it tugs at a quiet little mutiny in each of us. And it is everywhere, this urging to mutiny, to become yourself for a while. It is reflected in the water. You feel it in the soft blowing trade winds. It is caught somewhere in the rhythm of the islands. The rhythm of timelessness. Time does not fly here. It goes nowhere. Here there is no time, only now, today, and always another tomorrow, just like today. And this Tiki, this half-remembered god, still watches out of timeless eyes. For how many years has Tiki watched the same thing, huh? The mountains of Tahiti, the corals of Bora Bora, the sweet smell of salt spray were the same then as now. Yesterday and today. Here there is a glorious blending of time. And this rhythm of timelessness is in the little everyday things the people do. You see? No rush, no push. The air is always soft and sweet, and this alone makes people happy. And you are happy because everybody else is happy. So it becomes a joyous thing to stand and look at the people, or just to walk on the streets of Papeete. Or you are happy riding a bicycle. At once, anywhere on the islands becomes some place to go, to be. Like to the market in Papeete. And the people. they go anywhere they can. And what a highway this sea is. Never has to be made wider or repaired. From the island of Muria they come to the big market in Papeete. From Huahine they bring special foods to sell or trade in Papeete. And like everything, a trip from island to island is fun. Food of life, naturally, belongs in a lifeboat, n'est-ce pas? Or on a crazy Tahitian bus. And this market, an early morning mosaic of the South Seas. Colors and textures from many lands make an island people. French and English explorers, American whalers, Chinese, and the rich smells of island food. Papaya, pamplemousse, breadfruit. But this is not so much a place for shopping. That only takes 10, 15 minutes. The truly important things take longer. The seeing of old friends, and the Island Gossip Network, the dawn broadcast of Radio Coconut. And everything is adapted to the rhythm of the islands. Like the going to church. You know, there is an old island saying, God's thoughts are soft in Tahiti. He's a simple God, this one, a God of laughter, of love, God of children. Well, it is a warm, natural truth. A child springs from love, from laughter. And here there is much of both. Yes, the air over the islands is rich with a sense of love and a sense of beauty, innocent, simple. You know, there is a thing called life, huh? Well, who has yet thought of anything better? Or a better place than here to live it? So they are the children of joy, of joie de vivre. For them to sing, to dance, is to breathe. Sing, they dance, but they get hungry too. After all, the fish does not swim out of the water and walk to the table to be eaten. Someone must catch him. Alors, work. Of course, it is never necessary to catch all the fish at one time. There is always enough there for tomorrow. It stays very fresh. My friend Moa says the thing about work is to catch just enough fish for each family's hunger. And a little more when you need to trade fish for some cloth for a new pario. But just enough, for, as he says, who can wear more than one pario? Or they push just enough copra for delivery to the boat. Or sell just enough soda pop. Or cakes. They know what is work anyway but to feed the fun of life. So they do what it is necessary to do, and work is a happy thing. Here's a wonderful thing of work. Every year the people come in their boats to the Tuamotus. For 3 months they dive for pearl shell. Oh, what a fine thing it is to watch them wrap their pario around them and slide into water as warm as the sun itself. Take the piece of lead between their toes. Then down, 60 feet, 80 feet, over 100 feet to the floor of the ocean. Put the shells in a basket and up. One always looks. Sometimes maybe a white pearl, sometimes a black. Most of the time, nothing. But what does it matter? And what is a pearl anyway? This is a pearl, truly. Well, what must a pearl do, huh? To get what little money a Tahitian needs, the people work with the coconut to make copra. They ship it away, From this dried coconut meat, coconut oil is pressed to give Tahitian tans to the women of the outside world. This pearl gives them drink, and it is always fresh and cool and good. The meat of the coconut feeds them. With the fibers, they squeeze a cream from it for cooking. And the shells give them fuel for fires. The heavy fiber from the husks holds the boats together. And the coconut tree itself. With it they build their houses and weave the fronds to make the roofs, to keep out the sun and the rain. But coconut or fish or coffee beans, one looks a good thing of work straight in its face. He knows he has prepared the beans for drying, and the sun is there to dry them. So what is simpler than having the sun as your drying machine, vraiment? No buttons to push, no breakdowns to worry over. And what is finer than working to live rather than living to work, to possess, to own? Well, the work part is done, and now there is time for fun. What shall it be, Aha, something. For a Tahitian is not a wandering person. He moves always in a straight, simple line. Aha, well, I told you, this is a boy with a purpose. A Tahitian night. it comes, dancing out of day. The quiet breeze from the lagoon. The undertone of the ocean against the reef. Voila, Tahiti. A garden of Eden, but here they have no serpents. And no apples. Voila, Tahiti, night fishing. Primitive, exciting, Polynesian. Tahiti takes you always into its past. Oh, Tahiti, where there is no time. Like a dream. Maybe here the dream is the waking. Anyway, it is enough to come for 2-3 weeks and be oneself. To be refreshed by life. To take home with you a little of this magic. It waits for you. Tahiti waits. You come, huh?
Away.